should always must be selfish when it's come to managing our time. Unless and until we are not selfish and we are not having a mindset of scarcity when it's come to time, then we losing the important job, losing the important job without fulfillment without fulfillment, finishing, and that will increase our stress and anxiety level in our dream endeavor at all. And if you are one who always wondering that why where my time is goes, even you using any apps or the today's application of software or any kind of tool that useful to manage your time, and still you didn't complete your important task, why it is happen. And this is one thing is good. If you are ambitious and if you are a dream driven, then it is very, this is the only reason that we are bothering ourselves that I am wasting our time. Then how we can protect ourselves by wasting time so that we can get more done what is important to us, and simultaneously we can get a significant result in order to fulfill our dream. So in this video I'm going to share the key six strategy where we can protect ourselves from the wasting our time on a different activity out of our awareness, because sometimes we cannot manage the thing that is become so complicated in our journey. Then we should take care of our consciousness at the same time. So here is the list of the six things that is going to prevent ourselves from protecting our time and wasting our time in a different manner. The first and foremost is there is a time mindset, because there is only two mindset we are dealing with, that is the scarcity mindset and abundance mindset. And when it's come to time management, we should always be with a scarcity mindset, otherwise we can fall in the abundance and we can get lost in the different things. Second one is setting goal, not setting goal, it is setting goal realistic goal, which is not out of fantasy or not out of excited word or embodied by the different influencers or the big people. We should, it is good for taking positiveness from there, but we have to take ourselves on our reality and we have to take step on the realistic goal. The third one is tracking time in a millionaire way. What do you mean by that? Because even successful people are always bothering and always wondering that I have less time, how I can finish all these things. But they are wisely tracking his time by manually by looking after the activities or the important stuff uh, uh, or not important stuff by taking his time, and this can be done in a very precise format which will I will discuss in later in the next point. The fourth one is tackle the tough stuff first, because we are hardwired to do the easy things and we are wasting our time on a very not important or the very less consuming time activity, and we thinking that why I'm didn't able to complete the important task which is going to give me a significant result. For that we have to tackle the uh, bad one, or I can say that not bad one but tough one which is harder to start even, so that we can activate our energy and we can get momentum to moving forward our needle towards finishing our goal. The fifth one is allot time carefully to our commitment with ourselves as well as for our team members. If you're dealing with a team members or colleagues, anything, we have to must be careful by allotting our time to the others simultaneously with ourselves. Sixth one is keep ourselves accountable. If we are not accountable with our list or with our time frame, then we are we are losing lot of thing in our endeavor in our journey. Last one is wise use of technology that is work for you. We know that there are every day lot of technology apps and software are launching by the companies. They are there to grab our attention, they are there to, they want us to keep scrolling or keep doing things on the technology, and we feeling that I'm using this technology for our benefit, but the same time at the back end side the same technology is going to drag our attention to put the taking the all features in a one time, handling all these thing in a one time and feeling to feel good we have to so very become lust for the technology stuff. So this is the main seven framework where we can protect ourselves by wasting time wasting on activity. So in first thing, I have already told that we have to consider, we have to apply the scarcity mindset. Why? Because scarcity mindset keep us in awareness that I have lack of time, and I cannot. We have to become very miser on the time set, because abundance thing is always present in a full way, like air, oxygen, like that. But time is a limited source, so we have to be carefully choosing in a selfish manner. Though it is not necessary that we have to harming ourselves, but we have to be very selfish when it's come to spend our time, our precious time. Second one is setting goal. Everybody knows we have, unless setting goal is like if we are want to go someplace, and we are sitting in the any bus or any train without any designation or without any destination board, where we are end up by following that bus or train, nothing. We can end up at everywhere or anything else. In the same time, we have to set a goal, which is our aspirational goal, or what we are seeking for to achieve. And we have to set the goal in a realistic manner that can be achievable with our capability and capacity and our skill sets. And if we derived and set the goal by looking for the big peoples, like I have to become a millionaire, or I have to do something like that, then it will give you a pressure on us, and we can get procrastinated, and we put the things aside in a first manner. Third one is track your time. So how we can track our time so wisely, so that it will give us a scenario or the picture that this is the activity, whether it is a job, whether it is a commuting time, or sleeping time, or the time with the friends, or time with our deep work, or it is a shallow work. We can estimate by following the template of taking time for at least for 7 days. Even I have done that, and I realized that how my time is going everywhere, and what is the reason that I'm getting so frustrated by not finishing my important job that is going to give me a significant result. So I have tried this template. I have measuring every 30 minutes, and writing down what I am doing at that point. And if there is a point there, I can do some productive thing in my shallow work, I can mention also that. So we have to track our time for a 7 days, so that we can get big scenario that which activity, or what thing is going to grab my time in a most way. Fifth one is tackling the tough stuff first. What do you mean by that? That is, if we are consuming, or if we are spent our time on a very basic thing, to take some shopping from outside, or we individually attach with any kind of activity which is not so important as compared to the most important one, then we have to start with the hard thing, so that once we get started for the half task, that is like this is for me, I can say that recording video is very, I'm always procrastinating and always putting off away. But now I am starting this thing at the first in the first place, once I have got to work for my dream or work for my endeavor. And fourth one is allot the time carefully to align with commitments and communication with ourselves, with the other self also. Because if unless and until we are not certain about anything, or not quite careful about committing to ourselves or other, then and we are end up with the pressure, or we end up with the anxiety of that I didn't get done for other people, or I didn't haven't complete for myself also. And if we are certain in a result, or I can say that in a context, then and then we have to do our commitment or communication with the other people, so that we can wisely use our time and finish the important stuff. And keep yourself accountable. Sometimes life happens in a uncertain way, and any roadblocks or any milestone comes in our way, because we are not always aware that what's going to coming, whether it is external stuff like a politicals, or some kind of our religious, or some kind of legal logistic also. and we have to take accountable for ourselves, and if it is possible then we have to join, or we have to take some kind of buddy or some kind of people who like us, so that we can review and we can share our weekly goals or monthly goals with each other, and we can push each other and learn each other to finish the important job. Because while working with the people like us and working with the community where everyone is trying to achieve their result or dream, then it's become so community kind of a goal where we can automatically motivate and doing the thing with to be and have a status or have a kind of value in our community, value with other people. So being accountable with ourselves is most necessary to protect ourselves from the time. The last one is wise use of technology. And we wondering, or we are, if we are so busy, if we are so busy in different thing, and we try to catch up a different thing at a different time without even knowing its important, without it is categorized in a proper manner, and we try to do all these things from our head, but our head has a very limited source of capacity to remember, and we cannot pull all these things in a one place from our head itself, and this becomes so more anxious and more distasteful and stressful for us, so that we can get procrastinated. Either we put the things aside and we delay the things, and we can go away from our reaching our result or reaching our goal. So because in a daily in I can say that in every week or every month, a lot of gadgets and technology are putting in front of us, and they are always demanding us our attention to them. And once we get lust in a lot of people, or even me also, I'm also fascinated with the using gadgets, and I'm shopping from that. But how many times I'm used for that for my benefit? Very rarely we are with out of excitement we use them for a 10 days or 20 days, but after that we can get distracted and we can get again for searching for next technology, because they are designed in a way that they try to keep the things incomplete, so that we can always pull towards them. So we have to use technology in a way that it is work for us, not for we working for the technology. So this is the main seven key framework or key point to take in account when, if we trying to protect ourselves from wasting our time in a very in a cheaper way, and we can do we can complete and we can get more done with our to do list, or we can say with our goal what we are want to achieve at the same time. So I hope you got some value from this video, and if you want to get more insight and more skill on that in a deeper manner, let me comment in comment section, so that I can get to the point, and I will give you the framework, so that it will helpful to you also.